Secrets are meant to be kept, so keep every secret you have. Don't keep them when the going is good, and when the going gets tough, you expose them, because that is why they call them secrets. They are meant to be kept till the end of time. Secret, hide it, hide it, hide it. Don't expose it when the going gets tough, and when the going is good, you make the secret secret. You keep the secret secrets. Hi Black Diamonds, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is your Black Diamond TV. This is your Black Diamond girl. Now today we are here with this issue that has been going on social media for almost 7 months now. I think this whole thing has been like 6 months or 7 or so. That has been going on social media right now between Apostle Johnson Suleman and Halima, this our famous actress Halima Abubaka. Now, talking about men of God is one thing that I've seriously avoided for a very long time. Like, I have behaved as if I'm not seeing anything, I'm not hearing anything, because I don't really want to go into this men of God issue, because I am not God. Now, I don't know who is fake, I don't know who is real, I don't know who. All I know is that all of them are men of God, ordained by God, assigned by God to do his work. If anyone is doing anything out of the will of God or out of the canopy of God, it is entirely their business, and I don't want to judge anyone, because my blood cannot watch anyone's sin away, or anyone's sins away. My blood cannot watch their sins away, so I am not going to judge anybody. But when I look at this whole thing that is going on right now on media, and Halima Abubaka coming out to like reveal a lot of things that happened between herself and Apostle Johnson Suleman. I don't know whether it happened or it didn't happen, but from what she's saying, everything that happened according to her is like, when I listened to this her interview, I watched her, I had a lot of questions. I felt like if I was there, I would definitely ask her these questions. For instance, the first thing that came to my mind was, you met a man of God, a popular man of God at that, a very popular man of God at that. You know very well, or you knew very well, that he was married with kids, though you said in your video that he told you that they were separated, and definitely he was going to get married to you. He actually gave you an engagement ring. Now, knowing fully well that he's a man of God who was married before, let me put it that way, because according to what you said, he told you he was separated with his wife. Knowing fully well that he's a man of God, a popular one that has been married, or that is divorced with kids. Now, you went ahead to have a secret relationship with him. Now, you knew he was a man of God, and definitely knowing that he was a man of God, you definitely knew. You said something like you were naive. What? I want to believe you're more than 30, if not up to 40. I want to believe you're that, and I don't think any matured girl should be naive at 30. Definitely, you must have come across a lot of things that will make you learn a lot, and you're a social media personality, you're all on media and everything. There are certain things that you don't go naive as far as those things are concerned. Now, even if you didn't know God at that time, you definitely will know that you cannot have a secret relationship with a man of God. You cannot be dating a man of God. You cannot be having sex with a man of God. You cannot do that. You cannot just go there. I for one, I cannot just sit and then a man of God is asking me out, and then I just go excited and I'm happy that a man of God is asking me out. Even if he tells me he's divorced, he's this, he's that. First of all, he's divorced. He's not married to you. He's not married to yes, I was talking about me. He's not married to me. He's divorced, but he's not married to you. Definitely, you were not supposed to go into a relationship with him without being married to him. If he said he was divorced with his wife, or they were separated and all that, it was at that point you were supposed to be patient. Like, Keep the dating, but no strings attached. You're supposed to be patient until he gets married to you first. Okay, you decided to go on a secret relationship with him. You were protecting his interests. You had the place that you were meeting with him, and you went having sex with him for right up to 6 years. Now, if a man is actually separated with his wife and he wants to get married to you, he should definitely give you a time frame. Even if you make your mistakes and you start doing the things that you're not supposed to do without being married, and then you start the relationship, let me put it that way, and then you have to like get a time frame on when are we getting married, when are we making this thing legal, because we cannot keep hiding this thing forever. We cannot keep hiding our relationship forever. But you went there, you were comfortable there without being married, enjoying the stories. You call yourself naive, sitting there enjoying one lie to another for 6 years until you became sick, until you fell sick. Meaning, if you were not sick right now, we wouldn't have known that there was something, or there is something going on between you two. That is, if actually there is something going on between you two, we couldn't have known anything about it. You kept it secret until things went out of hand for you. You became sick and everything started happening, funny things. And you said another thing about bleeding and still having intercourse with the man of God. Who does that, girl? Who does that? You cannot be bleeding and in pain, and then you're doing things that you cannot even explain to yourself why you're doing those things. It means at the end of the day, you were like, oh, I have won jackpot. Like having a popular man of God as my sacred lover. Oh my goodness. Being a celebrity again, you need the money to update yourself. You need the money to keep the standard. You need the money to look good, to look beautiful, to look the way you want to look, to have all the things you want to have, to keep that standard of being a popular celebrity. Girl, it is not done like that. You were there comfortably, you were grabbing and grabbing. It should have occurred to you that this man, you said again that he was telling you that they have reconciled something, if I heard it very well. Now, at that point, being a wise girl that you are supposed to be, you were supposed to be like gathering your wealth now for yourself. I understand that some people do face some financial challenges. That is why they go into relationship with a certain category of people to be able to upgrade themselves instead of looking for good jobs, instead of working hard. I am not judging anybody, but they choose to have relationships with those people that can help them, what they call godfather, or they call sugar daddy. They call godfather, or they call sugar daddy. Now, when they get into relationships with these people, it cannot last forever, especially if they are married. It is rare to find it last forever, except you try to do something funny, you work on them. That is when you have it for like forever, or you have it for a longer period of time. Now, when young girls do this, it's to like get them to a certain level. That is when you're supposed to use your head. You gather the wealth as much as you can, and you keep it to yourself. You invest it. You try to elevate yourself. You use it to make yourself, to put yourself at that level you want to be. That man of God is damn rich. He is, how do I put it, extremely rich, that you could have just used your head and you gather enough of what you can gather from him. So when the tough times come, you don't need to come crying on media. You don't need to come exposing things on media that are meant to be secret the way you started them. You don't need to do all of that. You just need to sit in your wealth that you gathered from him and then take care of yourself. If you said at that time you were not spiritual, you were not born again, you had not known Christ and all that, that is the time when all the storms come. That is when you go to God in prayers and ask for forgiveness, rather than coming to expose things that you choose to keep secret for 6 years. When everything was rosy, even when they were not rosy, you kept the secret. So what happened now that you're bringing this thing out to us to tell us everything that you are telling us now? You should have still kept it secret. And everything you gathered from the relationship should have been what should be helping you now. You don't just go and then you start enjoying the wealth and everything. You're just living in the luxury, and then you don't use your head. You don't use your head like a young smart girl to put things in place for the how do they call it, for the dry season. Some people say dry season, some people say for the tough days. And again, you said something, said when you presented your case to him, he didn't show any interest, he was not responding. A lot of people were calling him and he was not responding. I mean, I don't want to believe, like, when such stories, this man of God is one person that has suffered a lot of scandal on social media. He has suffered a lot of blackmailing, he has suffered a lot of things on social media, right? He has suffered a lot of that, which means a lot of young girls, a lot of ladies should be learning from those things and not falling victims. A lot of people, when a lot of things come up on media like this, it is for us to learn from them and not to be victims of the same incident or whatever is happening. If you are a victim of things that have been happening, people have been sharing on media, it means you are not learning anything on media. You are not. So the whole thing came because you reached out to him, you tried to reach out to him and you needed help because I'm sick, this thing is happening to me, what is happening and all that. If you how do I put it? Felt like something was mysterious. It was, first of all, that's why I said you were supposed to work as a wise girl to gather everything you could gather for yourself, so that when the rainy days come or the sunny days or whatever you call them, you'll be able to take care of yourself and make sure you clear yourself from whatever is happening to you or whatever disease is on you right now, whatever nonsense is happening with you right now. You'll be able to take care of yourself rather than running to social media and you're doing a lot of interviews, you're saying things. Now, I want to ask you, how many of us that are feeding on this whole scandal and everything, how many of us have supported you financially to go to the hospital, to be able to treat yourself, to be able to pay your medical bills and all that? How many of them? No, you're granting interviews. We are there. We are collecting all the vibes you're bringing. We are making the money out of the news and everything. How has it helped you? Like, how has it helped you to put your life back on track, to put your life back to that point you were? To me, it doesn't make sense. You work it out, you arrange yourself, you make sure you get well and everything, and then you reach out to him. You keep the secret. You agree to keep it secret, right? From the beginning, you agree to keep it secret. So you keep the secret. You can get angry, you can pour out your anger and everything, and then you leave vengeance for the Lord. You leave vengeance for the Lord, because all this thing you're bringing out now and everything, it doesn't make sense. It sounds like another blackmail to me. People should not come and shoot me here, but that's just my opinion. It comes like another blackmail. It comes like another, I don't know how to put it, but work on yourself. Keep the secret. That's my point. Keep the secret. You cannot start something secretive and then when you have a little trial on that thing, you just go out and you expose it. Means some of your friends, if you actually have them, because I heard you saying you don't have friends, some of your friends should be very careful with you, because you are not going to keep their secrets. The day you have a misunderstanding, you're just going to go out there and then just pour out the secrets because you have a misunderstanding, you have a tough time, you have a disagreement and all that. Yeah. Why don't keep the secret? You started it with a secret, so it should be a secret, because secrets are being meant they are meant to be kept and not to be exposed. Now you have brought it out. It's no longer a secret, but you started it with a secret. And now you're exposing the secret that you're not supposed to expose. Let's try to be wise. I mean, all of this that is coming up, I hope our young girls, our younger sister, and even some of us matured women will be able to learn lessons from them. Someone is not your husband. He's a popular man of God, well known everywhere. He has been married, as we said. He said, and they were separated. You didn't wait for him to legalize things. You didn't wait for him to legalize things. You went straight into the relationship and you were having intercourse with him and all that for 6 years, for all these years. I mean, you're preparing yourself to become the next mommy pastor. Now, to our man of God, Like, you are one man of God that has experienced a lot of scandal, a lot of blackmail and everything. It is like too much, too much, too much, too much. I don't know the reason for it. I am not God to know what is actually happening, the reason for it, whether they are true, whether they are lie. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not here to judge anybody. That my blood cannot wash their sins away. But I think it should be a little call for concern that this whole thing that is happening, maybe I need to re-strategize on how to handle my Christians, on how to handle the people I meet. Maybe I should not be that too free with everybody. Maybe during my one-on-one session, I should have some trustworthy people who will actually, they can even stand and you can do some, how do I put it, they can swear on the Bible not to let people, because I know this one-on-one thing most often is because people don't want to so there are certain things about Christians that should not be shared on media. It should not be shared in church. It should not get to the ears of everybody. There are certain things about some Christians that are meant to be secrets, that they can only discuss with their men of God for prayers, and then maybe take some prayer sessions and all that. Maybe the one-on-one should also have some other people there, or maybe some one other person there that will be like a witness that this thing is just one-on-one, because so many people will be asking, where does he meet all of them? And I just find it a little bit funny, because all of these things, we need proof. We need proof, like CCTV footage and all that and all that and all that. We need proof, because we cannot just go believing things that we don't have proof to show that, oh, this is it. We just get one story and all that. Like I said from the beginning, people should not come for me. Oh, wow. Well, we are going to end the video here without, but before we go, we want to wish you quick recovery, Halima. I meant no harm. I'm just giving my own opinion from the look of things, because we are not in that era again where women are just so dumb. Women are just so slow in thinking. Now we have a lot of women that are so wise. Women are so wise, and when they get into things, they should definitely get what they are benefiting from it. I mean, making that kind of sacrifice, you should definitely have what you're benefiting from it, and not coming back with some very terrible stories that are not even pleasing for the ears. They are not at all. Anyways, like we said, we wish you quick recovery. You are in our prayers. We just pray that someday we'll wake up to see you strong and beautiful as you are on these pictures, see you strong and beautiful again, and this whole thing will just pass away, even though it cannot pass away like that. But we pray to see you recover at every angle, even psychologically, mentally, physically, health wise, everything. We just pray for quick recovery. Okay, Black Diamonds, thank you so much for staying right up to this point. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, all my returning subscribers, to the new Black Diamonds joining the family. You're highly welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and join the Black Diamond TV. Don't forget to like our videos, share out, and leave your comments below on what you think about all what we are doing on this channel. You are so much appreciated, and until my next upload is still your Black Diamond Mama. Bye guys, bye for now, and see you on our next video.